Okay, let's discuss the past O-level ICT paper of year 2016. So, for the second paper, you have to answer for the first compulsory question, and then you have to answer 4 other questions. So the total number of questions that you should answer for the second paper is 5 questions. First question, you have 10 different sections. Each section will have 2 marks for the marks. For the total marks for the question, first question will be 20. Another marks carries 10 marks per question. So the entire second paper you have to score from 60 marks. Okay. The first question they're asking related with the number system. We have to convert the E9 to octal value. Most easiest way to convert E9 to octal is get the binary value of these 2 digits and then consider the that binary value as a complete binary number and then convert that binary number into an octal number. So this is 1, this is 5, this is 3. E means 14. 14 is 1110. 9 is 1001. So we write the value like this, and we put the necessary 0 to make all the segments to 3 bits, because octals have 3-bit binary values. So 001 means 1, 101 means 5, 011 is 3. 3, 5, 1, base 8 is the answer. To write all of these steps even in order to get the full marks. Otherwise, if you only write your final answer, you will get 1 mark. For this one, you will see OR gate here, AND gate here, and NAND gate here. So P and Q. PQ are the inputs for both OR gates and NAND gates. So this OR gate will produce POQ here. And here, this NAND gate will produce PNQ over bar, not PQ. Then this AND gate will take as inputs the signals of these output signals of these gates. So these are the expressions that explain the outputs of this OR gate and this NAND gate. So the final Boolean expression will be within brackets POQ and PQ over bar. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, here we are using cloud services for many industrial related or office related tasks. Even for office, they can have a lot of documents, so they can upload it to a cloud-based drive. One benefit is to that organizations do not need to maintain separate computer service systems to keep their data, because we can pay some reasonable price for the cloud services and keep our documents there. One benefit is we can access our files from anywhere and also any time. We can access our files from anywhere, anytime. One disadvantage is when we do not have a proper internet connection, or we can say when we do not have an internet connection, and if the internet connection is significantly slow, the cloud services will not be usable. So that is one disadvantage. Number 4th question. Geeta uses an automated teller machine to withdraw money from her bank account. She inserts the ATM card into the machine, then input the secret PIN code, then she enters the amount of the money she wants to withdraw. All of these things are inputs of this system. If you consider this ATM machine, as a system. These systems take inputs. So the insert in the card, insert in the PIN code, insert in the number of amount she wants to withdraw. All these things will be inputs. The system checks the balance available in her account. That's a process. And dispenses money as the balance available. Dispensing money is also, checking the availability of the balance is a process. And dispense money as the balance available in her account is more than the amount. Checking the balance available in her account is more than the requested amount money. It is also a process. At the same time, the system updates the balance available by deducting the amount of money dispensed. It is also a process. And outputs will be money. We can take it also money, and the ATM card. It is also, the machine will give back the ATM card. So we can consider it as an output also. Money, ATM card, and the balance, current balance or receipt. These things are the outputs of this system. So they're asking to write input, processing, and output. The first column in the following table shows activities related to different devices indicated by letters A to D. The second column shows the ports required to connect these devices to a computer. However, activities and ports are not in the correct order, so we have to order them correctly. Identify the correct port from the second column to connect each of the devices indicated in the first column. Write down the letter for the activity. You have to write down the letter for the activity, then correct port in front of the letter. So in this first question, there will be some instructions how to write the answer. So you have to follow those things in order to get the full marks. Selecting a menu option using an optical mouse is related with USB mouse. I'm just matching these ones for my ease, but in the paper you have to write it like this. Listening to a song using a headphone. Listening to a song using a headphone goes to audio ports. Accessing the internet through a local area network, LANs, Ethernet cables, the RJ45 port. Show a video clip with a multimedia projector, it is HDMI. So these are the answers. And number 6 related with word processing software. Here in the left side of the table, you will have the text content before formatting, and in the right side, you will have it after formatting. It represents how the text is displayed after formatting. And 1, 2, 3, 4 indicates the changes. So what you need to do is recognize the appropriate tool and corresponding label and write the corresponding label, correct label in front of the number of the change. So let's check this. In green it is small here and it is bigger than the original one. That means you can use B and C. You can only write one or you can write both. But if you write more than one, all of the values should be correct. Green IT, it is bold. It is just bold, same size. Because of the bold formatting, it looks a little bit bigger, but it is not. It doesn't apply the font size changing. So here you will have the list option. That means a bullet list here. So F, you have a bullet list for that. And this phase is in italic format. So you have I for italic. Oh yeah, I for italic. The number 7th question. Consider the following table with 4 statements relating to the internet indicated by letters P to S given in the first column. Large collection of electronic documents related with www, World Wide Web. Transfer large files from one computer to another over the internet is FTP, File Transfer Protocol, allows you to transfer a larger amount of files in between computers using FTP softwares. Translates URL to IP addresses. It is done by DNS, Domain Name System Server. A protocol to access web pages is HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Then consider the following table with tasks related to editing an image indicated by W2Z. Image letters even in the first column. Tools available in a typical image editing software indicated by numbers 1 to 4. Selecting a part of the image based on its color is related with Magic Wand tool. Moving a selected part of the image is related with Move tool. Erase is the eraser. Change the color of the selected part, Bucket Fill tool. And the question 9. Consider the given diagram. It shows the relationships between livewares, application softwares, and system softwares and the hardware. Give an example of each hardware, application software, and liveware. Hardwares you can get monitors, keyboards, projectors, printers, application softwares, word processing softwares, image manipulation softwares, or music players, computer games, electronic presentation softwares. Those are application softwares. Livewares will be the users of the computer. It can be a teacher, student, office worker, or else we can write developer, web developer, programmer. All of these users can be considered as liveware. Identify and write down one component represented by X. Here you can see liveware has a interaction between application softwares, and also liveware has the interaction between X. So this X is the system software, and also these application softwares has a connection between system softwares, and only software set or only system softwares can interact with the hardware. We all have to send our instructions to the hardware through the system software. The main software under the system software is known as operating system. So operating systems, utility drivers, and also language translators. So you can write OS. Identify and write down one component represented by X is system softwares. Under that you can write OS, but in paper just don't write OS, you have to write operating systems. I'm just writing this to write it easily, but you have to write operating system. This is following program segment in Pascal. Consider the following program segment in Pascal. That program is declaring a variable known as num. It's an array type variable which is having 0 to 4 index values. That means the array name is num. And this array will contain 5 different values like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The indexes of values array locations will be 1 to 4. So you have 5 different locations in this array. Arrays are these kind of structures, data structures that can hold different values under one variable name, but we recognize the exact position using an index. From 0 to 4, you can introduce the index from 0 to 4 or 1 to 5 like that. And after the begin, this is a normal assignment statement of Pascal. The value 15 will be assigned to num index 0 within box brackets. If you put the index value, this value will be assigned to 0th position of the array. So you will get 15 here, and 2, this is not this one, so 2, you will get 18 here, and 4, you will get 50. And for the number 1, num1, that means first index here. First index means not the first index, actually it is second index. The index value is 1. First index value is 0. Index value 1, num1 will have the result of this calculation. 10 plus 4. 4 contains 50, so 50 plus 10 is 60. So 1 will have 60. 0 plus 2. 0 and 2. 0 is having 15, 2 is having 18. So for 3, you will have 33. It is 33 here. And now you have for loop which runs from 1 to 4, and this for loop iterating variable, we use it as the index value of array. So once the for loop runs, num I will be the value of I. So it becomes 1, it becomes 2, it becomes 3, it becomes 4, and it finishes. Each time it will print the appropriate corresponding value of that index. So for example, when I is 1, this is 1, num1, it will be 60. The first value is 60. Second value is 18. Third value is 33. Num4, fourth value is 50. You will have these values with one after one with new lines, because 60, 18, 33, and 50. Because of this right line, ln is here. Because of this right line, it will be printed like this. But if you only have right, it will be print 1. It will be printed without making new lines. Okay. They're asking you to write the output of the Go program. So this is the output of the program. So when you write the outputs of the programs, you have to write exact output. Okay. The second question, here you have a description, 4 descriptions about behaviors of malwares. And right side, you have the name of the malware. So what you need to do is write the label and write the correct malware in front of that label. Present itself as harmless and enters without the knowledge of users and then could steal. Yeah. Trojan horses present itself as harmless, and they could steal and or delete data. So the answer will be spyware. Collects information about bank accounts or electronic accounts using emails and steal cash deposits by deceiving the user. That is belongs to phishing. Unauthorized email either relate to advertisement. Yeah, unauthorized emails are spams. Capable of acting spreading alone. These are computer worms. In here, write down 2 methods for the proper disposal of electronic waste. Disposing of electronic waste, no. So we can't take reduce. We have to think about the electronic devices that we have at the moment. By reducing, we will limit the future use of items. But so we can't use reduce here. Of course, we have 3 methods in order to manage electronic waste. One is reduce, other one is recycle, other one is reuse. This is asking correct 2 methods for the proper disposal. To dispose, we should have that item. By reducing, we are preventing purchasing that item. So reducing is not an answer, but recycling is correct, and also reuse is also correct. For the purpose of disposal, instead of putting it to recycle, or instead of putting it to it directly to the environment, the usable items we can give it for the people that they need. So the only good quality usable items. But if the items, electronic devices are not usable uh, or too much damaged, we have to send them to recycle and reduce. Sorry, recycle and reuse. Okay. Write down any 3 recommended correct postures a user should adopt in order to minimize CVS, CTS, and RSI. So you should have your monitor with the eyesight level or below the eye level. And also you should keep your arms aligned with your keyboard, not over the keyboard, not upper than keyboard or lower than keyboard. You have to put the arms on the table without giving any pressure to your wrist. And also you can have frequent breaks after 30 minutes in a interval of 30 minutes or something like that. Right. Then part C, consider the following scenario. This IT manager of a company is also an active member of a voluntary organization which supports families of low income for education, healthcare, and etc. Without the knowledge of the authorities of the company, he provides a list of email addresses of leading businessmen who are customers of this company in order to contact them for fundraising. Briefly explain why the act of the IT manager is unethical. Yes, many organizations will have customers' personal information for their purpose. It is a contract between the service provider and the customer. But any third party organization to giving that value personal information to any third party value is not appropriate without having proper approval from the customers. So if we both have some agreement to protect our personal informations like that. So in this scenario, the behavior of this IT manager, even it is for a good task, it is recognized as an unethical action. The computer hardware in an office are completely destroyed by fire, and that results some important data in the storage has been lost forever. Briefly explain the precautionary steps that could have been. We should have keep backups. We should keep backups, and we should safeguard the backups in a different secured location. It is not recommended to place the backups in the same place, in the same server room, because if some physical damage happens, also the backups will be gone. So you have to make sure that backups will be in different geographical, secured different geographical location. So question 3. Each of the following statements has a blank space. Identify the most suitable terms to fill in the blank space from the 3 options given with brackets at the end of the statement. Write down the question number and relevant terms in your answer book. 3.1a. In addition to an internet connection, a web host is an essential component to publish a website. The action is publishing a website. To publish the website, we should have a server. We should have a web host. So, and also we need internet connection. In addition, we need a web host. Is used in creating a dynamic website. For dynamic websites, we are using a content management system. Content management software is used in creating a dynamic website. The dynamic websites are the type of websites that provide user logins and they change the user's content according to the credentials. For example, we all have Gmails or email accounts. Let's assume two persons having same having Gmail accounts. They have different usernames and passwords. They both go to the same login page and provide their different credentials, their usernames and passwords. Then the content of those two users will be different. That's how a content management system works in very simple manner. Text, image, and sounds are component of web content. Those are the contents of the website. Regular updating of the website is an important part of maintenance. Also, websites need to maintain to adopt new technological changes, to rectify errors, and also to update the contents. So it is known as maintenance. Here we have the output rendered by a web browser for a relevant source file. The source code is given after the output, after the bigger one, but for some tags and attributes, we have numbers. So here we have a list. Using that list, we have to select the appropriate tags and attributes. Tags and attributes. Let's analyze this output. Human elephant conflict, most probably it should be a header. We have headings, headings. It should be an heading. We have headings from 1 to 6. This one can be 1 or 2, heading 1 or. In comparison with paragraphs, it can be heading 1 or 2. And an image, some caption for the image, a paragraph. Here you can see both left and right sides of the paragraphs are aligned. So just paragraph with justify alignment, table with caption, another paragraph, and a link. Let's see the source code. In the head section, number 1, inside number 1, human elephant conflict. So it will be the title here. This human elephant conflict will be the title of the window tab of the browser. It is not represented here, but if you have the other part of the browser, you will have the title. You will have the title as the window title, as the page title of the browser window tab. So 1 is title. For 1, answer is title. And inside the body section, which is we put all the contents that we need to display to the user. Number 2, number 3, number 4 is having with face. That means number 4, face Arial, color black. That means 4 is font. Font is the tag that having face and Arial. And 4 is closed here, 3 and 2. Let's go back to here. That code represent this segment. It should be a header, heading, and also it is center aligned. So when we look at here, you don't see center alignment. Instead, it uses caption. So we need center alignment face here. And also we have H2. It's not H1 then. So 2 is H2. 2 is H2. And 3 is center. And 4 is font. But you can change the 2 and 3. 2 can be center and 3 can be H2. And number 6 is the paragraph. So 6 is the P. 6 is the P paragraph. And 7 is the justification. Justify. And here also we have font size. You also have P, align justify. And here anchor href. Here we have a link. So this is anchor href. 8 is href. 8 href. Anchor href. https elephant conversation.org the conflict. And also 6 is paragraph, closing tag of the paragraph. Okay, those are the answers for the question 3. I will explain the answers for the question 4 to 7 in my next video. The thing is, try to answer, not to try, but please answer before watching the videos of the paper discussions. Get the paper and answer yourself to the questions. And then you can use these videos to check your answers. Otherwise, if you watch this video, first before answering to the questions, you won't be able to self-evaluate your level of knowledge. So thank you for watching. We will meet with another video in order to discuss the question 4 to 7 of the 2016 past paper. Thank you.